Welcome, everybody, to the Jordy Mac Show. As you can see, Jordy Mac is not here. I think that he needs to show you guys something, and here he is right now. Come on in, Jordy Mac.
And still, Jordy Mac Show predictions champion.
Although we haven't done predictions in I don't know
and
how
I'm
long.
still the champ. Still the champ. You're never going to beat me. I'm going to hold this like Roman Reigns for the next 1,000 days. We the ones, baby. Speaking of Roman Reigns.
Oh,
and wait. Yeet.
Yeet Master 2000.
I'm going to take these off for a second. The OG Bloodline is back, baby. Let's go.
We got the OG Bloodline. What are your thoughts about Crown Jewel? Was it Crown Jewel? No,
it was Crown Jewel.
Yeah, Crown Jewel, Saudi Arabia.
Oh, damn. Predictions Championship not doing well today.
Look at this guy. He's just desecrating the Predictions Championship.
Front and center, my Predictions Championship, not yours. Okay, well, great show. LA Knight beat Melo and Andrade to the U.S. title. Of course, nobody else is going to beat him for that until...
It was a three-way dance, hey?
Yes. After their best of seven, Andrade and Melo's best of seven, they are in their seventh match to finish the saga. LA Knight was special guest ref and cost them both. So it became a triple threat because the winner was going to face LA Knight. Nobody won. So it became a triple threat. Yeah, so I wasn't really able to watch it. My football team was in the finals. We lost, sadly. But on the other hand, I saw highlights. It was a great show. First match was Roman and the Usos versus the fake Bloodline. One's down.
Why do you call them the fake Bloodline?
Because they're the fake Bloodline.
Are you the only one that calls them the fake Bloodline?
Nope. Everybody does.
I mean, wasn't Solo appointed as the leader?
No, he wasn't. He just took it upon himself and said, because Roman took a leave of absence. First off, what happened was, he told Paul, he's like, yeah, Roman's not in the draft anymore. No, Paul took him out, but Solo was like, yeah, I've been talking to Roman, blah, blah, blah. He says that in Tribal Chief. He didn't. Solo just took it upon himself, put these new goons in the block. Other than that, but I love Jacob Fatu. That guy's great.
Can I just throw something out there? If somebody needs a leader and someone steps up, what's wrong with that?
But Roman was they didn't need a leader.
Well, Roman's back.
Exactly.
Right.
He is the Tribal Chief.
This is shades of Shawn Michaels versus Razor Ramon. Intercontinental Championship versus Intercontinental Championship.
Or Cena Punk.
Same thing, yep. And it's funny because they take all these old storylines and they kind of revamp them and reintroduce them. I'm not complaining. I'm really intrigued by the Bloodline storyline. I really like what happened with Sammy.
We haven't talked about that yet.
Well,
the new.
So let's talk about it.
Okay, Crown Jewel. Okay, I'm just gonna say Solo pinned Roman.
Clean.
No, not clean. Not clean. No, Roman threw somebody at the ref. Just yeeted him at the ref, right? And then pretty much what happened was the whole fake Bloodline got involved. And yeah, Roman took the pin. Solo hit him with 2 Samoan spikes and took the pin. They tried to beat down them all, and then Jey Uso's in the corner, chair around his neck. Jacob Fatu's about to decapitate this man. Sami Zayn comes out. We saw him talking with Solo, right, on Raw. So he comes out, looks at Jey, looks at Solo, goes in for a hug. Nah, it was just an exploder suplex. Yeah, suplexes Solo, destroys the whole Bloodline. Numbers game gets to him, but no. Usos and Roman help. Then they're surrounding Solo in all 4 corners. Roman goes for a spear. Sammy goes for a haluva kick. But Solo ducks out of the way, and Sammy kicks Solo.
How many people watched this? Let us know in the comments if you actually sat down and watched Crown Jewel.
I would have. I would have, to be honest.
Because here's what I'm going to tell you. If you let Jordan run, he will tell you absolutely everything that happened, start to finish, every move. But we don't have that kind of time. So, what was your highlight of Crown Jewel?
As I said again, I didn't really actually sit down and watch this. I gotta say probably the Bloodline match because it was the best. Cody became Crown Jewel champion on the men's side. Liv became Crown Jewel champion on the women's side. But Triple H announced that the championships actually stay in Saudi, in the WWE Experience in Riyadh. And instead of keeping the championship, they actually get a ring that says Crown Jewel champion.
Nice.
Every year this happens, so it's like you have to collect rings.
The longest reigning champion of all time right now has to be Braun Strowman.
Nope. Still Bruno Sammartino. Sammartino held it for like 10 years.
The Saudi championship.
No. You just said champion.
Didn't Braun Strowman?
One of them 2018.
So 2018 to 2024, that's 6 straight years of being a champion, undefeated, reigning, defended, undisputed.
Bruno Sammartino. He held it for 10 years, man.
So and what's next up for WWE when it comes to PLEs? That's premium live events.
So Survivor Series is next.
Okay.
In Vancouver.
Okay.
Maybe we might get tickets. Who knows?
Do you think they're going to do a couple traditional matches? Those are my favorite.
I don't think they will. I think they're going to stick with the war. Well, it's called Survivor Series War Games. Mm-hmm. So they're going to go with War Games. I think it's going to be the OG Bloodline versus the fake new Bloodline.
So you think they won't do any traditional matches at all? I have a feeling they will.
I don't think they will.
Because they got to cater to all fans, not just the new
most of the
fans.
99.9% of the fans like War Games.
Yeah.
Love War Games.
Well, I'm here to tell you that I have zero interest in watching it unless it's got a traditional match.
Come on.
Those were the favorite. OG, when the face has 3 other faces and the heel has 3 other heels.
That's War Games.
But it's not. War Games is in a different, like in 2 rings, isn't it?
Yeah, but it has a cage surrounding it. The face has their team, the heel has their team, and it's just anything goes.
But so how is the rules? Like, for example, let's say Seth Rollins has a crew and Roman Reigns has a crew, hypothetically.
Okay.
If Seth Rollins pins someone on Roman Reigns, is that person automatically eliminated, or is the whole team out?
Okay, so here's how War Games works.
No, I just need to know about that particular part. Is it single elimination or is it team elimination?
It's kind of iffy. So the match doesn't actually start until everybody enters the ring.
So it's kind of like Elimination Chamber. Okay, got it.
Yeah, kind of like that. But what happens...
Because you can't have a winner until everybody's involved in the match.
Exactly.
Right, okay.
So everybody comes in. That's when War Games officially begins.
Right.
And then for example, if Seth Rollins pinned Roman Reigns, his whole team's eliminated. That's the match over.
So the leaders have to be pinned?
No. I was just saying a guy because that's the only guys you said.
So if everybody's in the match and then one team beats the other, then it's over. Okay, I get it now. Okay.
What I like is the anything goes.
So it's very much like Elimination Chamber.
Very much like Elimination Chamber. 2 rings.
Except it's teams rather than individuals.
But if you leave the cage once the match officially starts, your whole team's disqualified.
Okay.
So, but you can leave the cage while everybody's still entering, though.
Okay.
So it's kind of
finicky rules. Okay.
Yes.
So Survivor Series, when is it? November 22nd weekend, I believe?
Yes.
Okay. So watch for that. And then coming up January 1st, Sportsnet will no longer have the rights to WWE in Canada, and therefore they will be moving to Netflix, which I like because
I love that.
It's a money savings thing.
And also, Sportsnet is goddamn expensive.
It's not. You're not wrong.
Sportsnet Premium Plus is like $30 a
You're
month.
not wrong.
Sportsnet, lower your prices once WWE is gone, please.
So moving on, we are in the Edmonton area, and this team,
The green and gold.
the Double E team, the team that I grew up knowing and loving as the consummate champions, the team that was always in the playoffs, always in the hunt, always had all the best players wanted to be here.
1,000%.
The Eskimos, now the Elks, and now I'm going to call them the Double E team because I have a sneaking suspicion that one time, very soon, they're going to change the branding again and go back to Double E. Not essentially Eskimos, but maybe Esks.
They use the double E though.
No, they do, and that's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
what I'm saying is they're probably going to change the name to Esks.
Yeah.
That's Dustin Nielsen mentioned that a few times, and there's been a couple other rumblings.
I'm just gonna call them the green and gold. To be
So
honest.
they hired a president in.
Yeah.
What? Oh, I'm yelling. Sorry, you said I'm yelling.
Yeah.
So they
Sorry.
hired.
Our mic audio is weird.
It's not that weird.
Yeah.
I actually have an app for that, but he doesn't know yet. They hired a president, Chris Morris. Now, this guy has been in the Edmonton area for 30 plus years.
Damn, he was my mom's high school social teacher.
A high school teacher. Then he was a president of an inner city high school. And then he was also for 12 years, he was the leader of the Alberta Golden Bears football program.
The other green and gold.
The other green and gold. And he took that program from a floundering program to something that is successful, and he laid the groundwork for it to be successful for years to come. And so I watched his presser, super passionate, man. Everybody wanted to run through a brick wall for this guy.
I listened to it for 5 minutes and I'm like, oh my God, this is going to be the changing of this team.
So let's see what happens. The Elks, they need a true leader from the top, and when you have good leadership from the top, generally the good leadership trickles down, and so we'll see what happens.
And I am going to say, new head coach and GM coming.
Potentially.
Yeah, no, for sure. He said by November 24th.
Potentially. He said G-Roy and Jarius will still be in the mix, but he wants to give everybody else a chance to talk. The fact of the matter is that there's still a few teams that are in the playoffs. I don't be surprised if you hear Ed Hervey's name resurface. Personally, I would love to see Ed Hervey come back. He was the one that had this team buzzing and in the Grey Cup conversation year after year. And then, Chris Jones and him butted heads, and Ed Hervey took his leave, and here we are. But speaking of leadership, the leader, Connor McDavid. What are your thoughts on that?
Okay, so we have a...
In case you've been living under a rock, Connor McDavid is injured for the next 2 to 3 weeks because of an ankle. That's what I'm thinking it is. The way he went into the boards, it looks like maybe a high ankle sprain.
I saw his knee.
I'm no doctor. He does have he did have knee problems in the past. We don't know. Oilers say 2 to 3 weeks. What are you thinking?
I hope to God it's 2 to 3 weeks.
Who has McDavid in the fantasy pool?
Yeah, so I was about to touch on that. I was winning this week against...
You were winning?
Against my other uncle, not Beef Nips, my other uncle, Jamie. He hasn't appeared on the podcast yet. No, I was winning. I got McDavid on the team, and he got injured. And now I'm losing.
Well,
thanks a lot, Columbus.
I'm glad that's not happening to the Oilers.
Yeah.
Because they absolutely put on a clinic against Nashville the other night, and I love that Leon stepped up.
Let's talk about the previous games first, though.
I'm not worried about the previous games.
Well, let's talk about the ones that we missed. Detroit, we won. We did last Sunday.
We?
The Oilers.
We won?
Sorry. The Edmonton Oilers won against the Detroit Red Wings on Sunday. Sunday.
Don't tell Tommy Gazzola about this, saying we.
Then on Monday, they got killed. 6-1 to the Columbus Blue Jackets.
Murdered.
To the Columbus Blue Jackets.
Hey, man, I'm going to tell you, and this is one thing I do coach soccer, and this is the one mandate that I have as a team, is hard work beats talent and skill all day long. Yes, you can hone a talent. Yes, you can work on and develop a skill, but if you don't work hard, you have nothing. So hard work beats all of that every single time.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm here to tell you that Columbus absolutely, unequivocally outworked the Oilers.
Oh, yeah.
Straight up. The Oilers came out and it was like they did not want to be there. And, I mean, when your captain goes down in the first 37 seconds, that kind of messes with your head too, I would suppose.
1,000%.
So, what do we got on the horizon for the Oilers
Well,
next week?
Of course, they beat Nashville.
Yeah.
That was great.
Who's up?
Calgary tonight.
Yeah.
That's going to be a big one.
And then we got Jersey and Vegas.
Yeah, tomorrow, Jersey in the, how would you say it in Spanish? I don't know for sure. It translates...
Deo de la Muerte?
It translates to Day of the Dead.
Let's find out. Let's find out.
I'm not for sure, but, man, that logo for that game, the specialty, oh my God. It's amazing. It's beautiful. They brought back the old oil worker little logo. But they did it. They put a little bit of Day of the Dead flair on it. And, yeah, man, that thing is amazing.
Yeah. It is Dia de los Muertos.
Okay.
I'm no Spanish major.
No, I take French, not Spanish.
En français. Yeah. So that's what's coming up. We're going to be doing a lot more video.
I have a few announcements here.
There's an announcement. Do I know about these announcements?
Yes, you do. You know about...
I didn't get the email, so...
So podcasts are moving from Fridays to Mondays.
Yes.
So I don't have a lot of time to do it during the week, stuff like that. And we can really...
This guy's a mover and shaker.
We can really only get to the studio on Sundays. So we can actually get our video done and have more content for you. We are doing episodes in the studio, recording on Sundays, releasing them on Mondays. So, thank you for listening and everything like that.
Here's what I do need to say. This is now the maxlawns.com super studio. Located in Sherwood Park, Alberta, maxlawns.com. If you're in Sherwood Park and you need lawn maintenance, snow removal, fall cleanup, spring cleanup, all of that stuff, maxlawns.com, we got you covered. Check it out, maxlawns.com. If you need anything, you're in the Sherwood Park area, go check it out.
Perfect.
And in the meantime...
And in between time, stay classy, everybody.
Good. That was good.
Yep.